Aussie,
Alright, it's Tuesday night. Doing a live stream because that's what I do. Right, so how much am I invigorated tonight? Not that much. Had a weird headache and what the hell. I'll just continue on and we'll see what happens. New drink to try. Let's try this. Warm up. Not going to make any video tonight. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you this evening? Or morning from your context? Perspective, not context. All right, so what's today? Tuesday. Just thinking of the week ahead with orange peel. Hey, Heine, how you doing? Ooh, it's got a lot of oil in it. Just a huge zesty orange aroma up in my nose. As I do that, spread some orange all over the top and put a big old orange peel in there. And okay, I'll do another one. Because I'm a wild and crazy guy. I am not familiar with the Jackie Chan film Chinese Zodiac. Very exciting, you say? Is it new or old? Because I am that unfamiliar with Jackie Chan's oeuvre. I don't know if that's new or old. Hey, Loogie, how are you going? 21st of April. Weed just seems to appear on the ground. Wow! Okay. Bonus for you. Surely that should have happened on the 20th of April. 420, as the Americans say. Only 2012. So, okay. It's late, Jackie. I mean, like, he's an old man now and still does some movies, but he's pretty old in 2012. Actually, let's look up his age. Jackie Chan. 72. It's about what I thought. So he was about my age when he did that movie, so old. Look, you passed out on the 20th. Whoops. That's going to happen. Okay, this Wikipedia says Chinese Zodiac was his last big blockbuster. Well, he was a pretty fit guy. I'm sure he could still do. Oh, look, I got 2 without trying. I was going to cheat and get 2, but I got 2 without cheating. Just going to re-skewer them. Unlike me, he's in the sort of shape where he could have done a bunch of action and stunts at about 60. Man, if I have to go upstairs, that's like a action stunt movie to me now. The trouble with, okay, again, I think Jackie Chan has generally been very fit his whole life. But of course, he suffers punishment from all the falls and injuries and That shit can catch up with you. Like, I don't know what state he's in now, but I think it's a coin toss. Either his life of fitness and activity is looking after him in his senior years, or the various falls and injuries are catching up with him, and every waking moment is horrible pain. Like, I'm not sure what to go first on him, his knees or his back. Didn't he do a really bad back injury at one point? Fucking yum. Yeah, I think he's. I mean, I'm sure someone could pull out a thing and goes, no, Jackie Chan's awful. I wish Jackie Chan the best. That's right. So I put some of my spiced rum in this, and that cinnamon and cooking spices have really come through. It's really yummy. Yeah, I might make some eggnog this weekend because people in my work want to do Christmas in July, which means me making aged eggnog, and I like to age it 2 months. So now would be the time to do it, or in the next week or two, be the time to do it. So I might do it this weekend if I think of it. I was going to make some new syrup, so yeah, no, that seems like good timing. I have a plan. Man with a plan. Actually, speaking of plans, hey Justin, how you going? Got my fruity spiced tequila here, which I'm now going to barrel age. And Charlie, hello. Actually, I haven't tasted this. I should taste it, but I'm sure it's been getting the flavors long enough. What little glass will I put it in? I'll put it in this little glass. See what this is tasting like. This is an experiment, so I hope I don't fuck it up. Okay, another colour. Tastes mostly like tequila, which makes sense. Okay, so what have I got here? The Bicky and wine and wine. This is unlabeled, so I'm going to empty the wine out of that and barrelage. Yeah, we were talking Jackie Chan. And hello, Greg. Heine just watched one piece. It was quite exciting. All right, this one. This dodgy, cheap grog fortified wine was on special at Dan Murphy's again this week. So I might get some fresh ones to put fresh flavour into my barrels. Don't know if there's any real point in that, but that's good. So, some peeing ASMR as I drain the wine. The one's pretty full. It takes a while to drain through the little tap. Got a decent flow though. I mean, it's probably enough that way I could finish it the quick way. Well, let's see if this turns into a disaster. Oh, it is spilling a little. Being punished for my hubris. All right. So, cheap wine. Can go back in the cupboard to refill the barrel another time. And wait, yes, there is still a little bit of tequila left in this bottle. I'll just add that. But I do want to filter this. Okay. Is Angry gonna have a disaster? It's a bit messy. Whole fucking room's gonna smell like tequila tomorrow. Okay, that's what I want. Let's do this. I might drain a bit more. Oh yeah, got a little bit of grit there. Pour a little bit more tequila in there. And I'll keep this bottle to refill. Okay. Well, honestly, I made a bit of mess here that I'm going to have to clean up, but could be worse. Could be worse. It's just a random thing I decided to do there. Karate Kid Legacy. Or The Foreigner from 2017 with Pierce Brosnan. I didn't watch any of the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movies, which was ridiculous because he's actually doing Kung Fu, of course. Justin York updated security policy. Yeah, I saw you post that, Justin. That is a standard security procedure. Your IT department needs the ability to remotely wipe your phone. If you lose or have your phone stolen, or if you turn into a fucking security threat yourself, they need to be able to wipe it remotely. It's really quite standard security practice. Is that something leaving a vulnerability waiting to be exploited? Yes. There are cases on the books of that ability being exploited. In fact, I think there was a recent one where an AI went feral and wiped a bunch of devices for no reason. It was just like badly implemented and wiped at least hundreds of devices across a company. See, I don't even know the song you're talking about. If I think of songs, I think of the 71's Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was a Kung Fu fighting. Do, 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 do. Honey, you did not get Karate Kid Legacy on Blu-ray. Oh. That's the thing, Justin, whether it's a personal device or not, if you're going to connect to the corporate network, there are various security steps, and TikTok's a security threat in simple terms. So the answer is to not connect with the corporate network on your personal phone. They are just doing very standard security protocols. And they are doing wise security protocols. Me personally, I don't connect my personal phone to the corporate network. Fuck that shit. Lukey, TikTok is cancer. I like how there's a book. What's it called? Infinite Jest. And yeah, they have a mobile like entertainment video that wipes your brain, and fans of the book go, yeah, he's talking about TikTok. I think the book was written in the 90s or 2000s or something. Lukey, TikTok is cancer. It's not great. Fun fact, Justin, the Australian government did fuck around for a while, but eventually said, yeah, TikTok's a security risk. You shouldn't have it on government devices. I've never got into TikTok. Like, I've tried a couple of times and it just hasn't appealed to me. Like, I watch YouTube shorts, not a huge amount, but I watch some YouTube shorts. I don't watch Instagram Reels. Oh God, I definitely don't watch the Facebook Reels. Anytime I make the mistake of looking at the videos on Facebook, they're just fucking shit. And every now and then I think, oh, maybe it's got better. No, these are still fucking shit. Whereas I tend to find some stuff on YouTube shorts I like. I'll just do a diversion for a few minutes. Just refuse to use it because you're a government employee. TikTok, it's just fucking shit. Vine was the root of the rock. Vine to me was hilarious because what was it, 9 seconds? Vine? And it became a little art form to do some form of entertainment with a story that could fit in 9 seconds. Like, obviously, out of really popular Vines, there was no story. It was just whatever. But there were various people who tried, and they were always comedic. They weren't dramatic. People who tried to make comedic Vines. And so trying to tell a whole story in 9 seconds. And some people were quite good at it. Bo Burnham did a bunch of them. He's not the only one. But I was never into Vine either, I have to admit. It came and went before I ever looked at it. Now I just see, like, on YouTube, people do Vine compilations, and I look at them and go, okay. Brain rot, definitely. I agree with you, Loogie, actually. Might have sounded like I was defending Vine. Not really. Charlie, TikTok's a problem, making people have a really short attention span. It doesn't give them the dolphin for 2 minutes, they scroll on. Yeah, but it's shit. Oh, really? Did Logan and Jake Paul come from Vine? There you go. I didn't know. I only know them from YouTube. Which of them was the one that recently got the shit knocked out of him because he thought he was a boxer? I think they're both fucking moronic, but he's an absolute fucking brain dead waste of space trying to do this evangelical Christian Trumpy shit. And it's just, it is quite freaky to me when I see people who have no idea how stupid they are. So they're doing stuff and saying stuff that is frighteningly, demonstrably stupid. And classic fucking Dunning-Kruger. They are too stupid to know how stupid they are. They say something like it's a big, insightful thing. It's like, oh, motherfucker, that's the dumbest thing I've heard all week. So they both had the shit knocked out of them. So Jake Paul was the boxing one. I mean, mind you, there were some very funny memes out of the last Jake Paul boxing thing because him realizing what a terrible mistake he'd made, and he's terrified because he's about to get his fucking clock cleaned. Raise, what's up? Justin, speaking of AI, Roy, speaking of AI, frustrating experience, joke with a boss. That's why AI isn't taking over just what the actual human interaction. I always come back to the Cory Doctorow quote. AI can't actually do your job, but an AI salesperson can convince your job Convince your boss it can do your job for you. Oh God, Rays almost went to prison in China. What were you doing in China? Was that a stopover? Like literally, there's 100 ways you could do that. Almost go to prison in China. Very, very risky place to do anything out of the ordinary. It was a transit. Okay. Do you argue with someone in the airport or what? Yes. Charlie, back to Jackie Chan. Oh, I think everyone thinks his best films are from the 80s to the 90s. Yeah, the early days of video. Raise, if you vape in China, you're in prison. Oh, wow. So you were, that's in the airport? You were vaping while in transit? You know what I have to do tonight? Besides, well, the first thing I had to do tonight was put my fruity spiced tequila liqueur into the barrel, which I've done. I have to decide. I'm doing the reading from the Bible video this week, definitely. I've got 90% of it in my mind. Oh, just having vapes will get you in trouble. Damn. Ooh. You're saying, Justin, companies are in competition. Oh, they really are. No, it's going to go down in a screaming heap. Oh, Charlie, counting down best Jackie Chan, Drunken Master 2, Around the World in 80 Days, Rumble in the Bronx, Mr. Nice Guy. What's number one? Police Story. Actually, yeah. Therese, you got trapped in the US, need a visa to transit to Canada, wasn't allowed to board. Ooh, damn. Had to pay $9,000 for return flights. Damn. Look, it's really easy to make mistakes and get into dodgy situations with international visas. So I remember, because I literally just opened it one time. Was it the Puerto Rican Racer? Rum, apple brandy, yellow chartreuse? I think it was. Who has a better memory than me? Didn't I do that and really like it? You were an immigrant, but they wouldn't let you leave the US. Justin, yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't think government will get away with sacking people, replacing them with AI. The unions will arc up. That's why I'm in the goddamn union. Puerto Rican Racer. So rum, apple brandy, yellow chartreuse, grenadine. Pictures. It must have been. That sounds really good. Hispaniola. Tea infused rum. They do a lot of tea infusions in their spirits. Hadley's Tears. Rum Geneva Galliano. Midnight Mass. Rum Cardamom Benedictine. Old Ironsides. Rum Vermouth. Yeah, okay. I think it was a Puerto Rican Risa that I realized. Maybe I'll make it again tonight. And yes, government doesn't have shareholders. Everyone's been sold on the fucking lie about AI. What's on this page? Scotch Dram. Scotch Vermouth Drambuie. Shruff's End. Scotch Apple Brandy Benedictine Peychaus. I feel like I made that. Someone tell me. My brain doesn't work. Rye Vermouth. The Trembling Bell. Chamomile infused rye. Wicked Kiss. Rye, apple brandy, yellow chartreuse, Benedictine. I mean, that sounds fucking good. Maybe it was that. A Phil Ward recipe. Make that I don't have to go out to the fridge. What was in the other one that I would have to go to the fridge? Puerto Rican Risa. Oh, okay. I don't really have to go out for grenadine. How many cocktails do I want to make tonight? That's the big question. Supposed to go into the city tomorrow to get an expensive lunch. Justin Wood's announcement about saving fuel restrictions soon. But yeah, maybe, maybe not. It wouldn't surprise me. It was always going to go in phases, like free public transport, which only a couple of states have done, and then government encouraging people to work from home to save fuel, and if shit goes south, actual fuel restrictions. It's just like, there are stories this, like in the last day or two, some insiders saying Trump literally wanted to launch a nuclear strike on Iran and people stopped him. I don't know if it's true. I think it's in the realm of possibility because Trump is a fuckwit. I'm not sure it's true, but it's in the realm of possibility. A teaspoon of grenadine. Wait, both of these got grenadine? Okay, one of the first drinks Phil Ward did for that seems an appropriate one. Phil Ward, who's a legend, is one of the first drinks he developed for the original Death and Co. Hey, Retro, you like grenadine? I've got like a homemade version of grenadine. It's not pomegranate; it's a different fruit. Justin, the old rumors might be right, my man. Charlie, you're looking up the cocktails on the YouTube subtitle site. There's a word guide. Okay, are you answering my question for me? The one that I randomly tried and decided was really good? Oh, you did a word cloud. It's a pretty... Okay. I'm going to share the word cloud. It's pretty good. Where are we? Share screen. That's what I wanted. Charlie providing a word cloud for me. Oops. What happened then? Damn it. All right. No surprise at all, the most common word I say is fucking. Stupid, angry, fucked. Melbourne vodka, gay, dick. Shit. Sex, S-E-K-S. That's really funny. Politique, it's messing up some of the words. Hate joke, ridiculous, fucking. Well, fucking as well as fucking. Okay. And Charlie's in there. And fuck. Hardly surprising that fucking is my big word. I like that. Doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, I think it must have been. Actually, I think it was both of these, but I think the Wicked Kiss, that's just rye, apple brandy, yellow chartreuse, Benedictine, and bitters. Right. He's in positive news. You're in operations and management. Nice. That is good news on the work front. All right, I'm going to use my house rye, the rye whiskey that I made. Because it's higher proof. There's just a bit of it left. Drinking it, chat. Okay, rye whiskey. Benedictine, quarter ounce, and quarter ounce, and yellow chartreuse, which I think would be opening a new bottle. Yeah, boy. I need opening a new bottle, so that means I need to go shopping and get another backup. Because this was my backup bottle. Man, chartreuse makes good glug noises when it's full. Nice long neck. Okay, put that back. And actually, let's do this. Show off the cupboard. Oof, 1 ounce of apple brandy. Where's my apple brandy? Apple brandy. Okay. Honey had enough for a while. Raise promotion, much needed change. Oh yeah, no, they needed to look after you, man. Loogie, you're extremely broke, eternally broke. Perfect good TV sitting on the hallway. It's yours. Hell yeah, recycling. Celtic, hello. Yes, I did actually have a haircut today. In fact, I like this one too. This is a simple one. It's got the olives and a black cat with a martini. So many of them have black cats on them. Now we want a dash of aromatic bitters in here. God, it always squirts out. There's a spray of bright orange bitters across my table now. Dang it. All right. Is this one worthy of religious rapture? Let us see. Tell you what, it's pretty fucking good. Ooh. The rye gives it a real bite. It's a really tough edge. This is so boozy. Look, you had a rig and antenna out of coax and a lampshade. I friggin' love it. Well, Celtic, I've got at least half a dozen shirts with cat images on them, so I must like them. Black cats associated with getting drunk as fuck, apparently. Well, we're going back to that famous, I think it was Toulouse-Lautrec. Actually, I can look that up because we're on the internet. Artist. Hat Noir. I think I've looked this up before. Swiss-born French Art Nouveau painter Théophile Alexandre Steinen. Advertised a traveling cabaret tour for the Parisian Montmartre club, Le Cat Noir. Pussy is good pussy, honestly. Oh yeah, no, Home for the Elderly. Big Tit Zombie is a real movie that I have on DVD. Weird, trashy, Japanese movie. Retro reminds you of popular black cat clock with the moving eyes. Yes. Kelsey, you'll be back having some dinner. See you soon, Matt. Louis, random shot you had to do in the 90s to get TV signal. Oh, coat hanger was the big one. A wire coat hanger twisted on top of the old TV to make an aerial. You're adding Big Tit Zombie? I had it in 3D. It came with 3D glasses, the red blue 3D glasses. What are the other trashy ones? Tokyo Gore Police. I've got a couple of them. I can't remember them all. But again, they were just like stupid cheap DVDs. You stumbled on, yeah. I think Aidsy and I do a commentary track for Big Tit Zombie. Zombie Fight Club. I don't know that one. I don't think I have that. But yes, Japanese horror films with nubile young ladies in them. Actually, thinking of this, you know what? I've always been amazed was never remade in Hollywood. A Japanese film Tetsuo, the Iron Man. Not that the first one was like a student film. It didn't really have a story, but Tetsuo 2, Body Hammer, that's one that I'm amazed there wasn't a Hollywood remake of. Yes, I get it, Charlie. The Japanese horror movies with the nubile ladies in it. It's a whole thing. It really is. Not that they're nubile, but yeah, the truly weird Japanese films like before the Hunger Games, there was oh shit, this is gonna drive me wild. Charlie, I bet you already know what I'm thinking of. But I got the original and the sequel, and they are real mindfucks. The school kids killing each other. Battle Royale. Okay, if you suddenly think of it and type it before you hear me say it, I actually said it before I saw it typed. That's a weird, fucked up movie. Battle Royale. School kids fighting each other to the death. This takes schoolyard politics to a whole new level. And it was essentially a rather biting satire, because the whole reason this battle royale existed is because the adults were paranoid about kids. They were scared of the kids. They thought the kids were kind of wild and crazy, and so they wanted them to kill each other. Fucking Beat Takeshi is the guy running it, I think. Oh god, he's a character. He did so many things. The sort of TV game show Takeshi's Castle, and he worked under different, like he literally was a jazz musician. That's when he called himself Beat Takeshi. What was his acting name? Takeshi Mifune, but he's in some just fucking wild crime films. Takeshi Kitano. So he does comedy, he does really fucking dark movies. Okay, you're finding wacky Japanese films, Charlie. Attack Girls Swim Team versus the Undead. Big Tits Dragon. Nice. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, Takeshi he did a game show, Takeshi's Castle. Which they did a revamp of a couple of years ago. But it was yeah, it's a game show where people had to try and get to the castle where there were all these obstacles in their way. Raise what do you mean you forgot to watch The Black Phone? Why is that a thing? Yeah, Greg, he's a real personality. Yeah, with the chat shows. So he's everything. Just a chat show guy, game show guy, jazz musician, action movie star, comedian. He's fucking Renaissance man. Beat Takeshi. Man, some of his fucking violent crime films are intense. Like they're not trashy like Big Tit Zombie. They're good. Oh, is he in Johnny Mnemonic? Yeah, because there's two versions of Johnny Mnemonic. One where the Japanese characters are in it more to sell to the Japanese audience. Oh, Raze, you're saying go watch that movie. I have considered it actually, except the trailer kind of gave it all away. And there's a sequel as well. I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, so you sent me the black and white. So the black and white version features the Japanese. I've got to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. Hey, we got to do a thing. Homework for Sunday night. Got to tell me to watch a particular movie, so it's fresh in my mind for Sunday night. I was going to get you. Oh, look at this stupid thing I got. It was like me when I get these drinks. It's because they're on sale in the supermarket, but they're doing Mandalorian tie-in drinks. Even though this seems black, they're calling it Galactic Lemonade. Mystery flavor. It's like black. Sonatine, yes, that's a Beat Takeshi movie. Yeah. Okay, so you want me to watch 7 Days in May for Sunday? Okay, I'll watch that. Ugh. I'm gonna try. Galactic Lemonade just reminds me of the Simpsons episode where Homer had the nerds around, and ooh, it's very purple foam in this. So it looks quite black, but I guess it's a bit purple. Yeah, just remember the Simpsons episode where Homer's got the nerds around making a rocket, and Marge comes say, "Here, boys, we've got some Astro Lemonade." And what exactly makes this Astro? He's look, I don't want to make it a whole thing. Marge doesn't want things to be a whole thing. Retro, could it be black currant? Maybe. Raise, you got the point. You can't lay down. Well, need to navigate things so your body doesn't. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. That's war injuries. Could be grape. Could be black currant. It's probably just going to taste like, freaking sugar. It's weird they call it lemonade, though. They could have just called it Galactic Fizz. Schweppes are actually doing a couple of Mandalorian promo things. All right, let's see. Is it any good? It's not bad. I think it's meant to be grape flavor. It's reminding me, I don't know if it's the purple thing that's influencing me. Reminds me of the English lollies called Parma Violet. Rays. Some call them injuries, others call them future stories for you. Well, you're definitely going to have future stories for the kids. Retro, maybe lemonade sells better in summer. Maybe. It's honestly not bad. It's got an almost sort of floral flavor. The whole thing is like the power of suggestion. It's like purple, so that immediately makes me think black currant or grape flavor or the Parma violet. So, yeah, anyone who thinks they aren't influenced by how something looks is a goddamn liar. Because it's the first thing that influences how you taste something is how it looks. So, dear. It's really like I'm doing like the stupid language, like cocktail maxing there. So at work today, I was talking about going out to Death and Co on the weekend and how good the cocktails are. And my coworker's saying, "Oh, it's better than the cocktails you make." And oh yeah, I got cocktail mugged. That got me some looks. Yes, retro. I remember the green. Well, we actually maybe they called it ketchup here too. We usually call it tomato sauce. I do, and purple. There was a purple tomato sauce too. So it was exactly the same taste, but it had a food coloring in it, which could really mess with your head because you think it tastes different. Hmm. Raised plans for Anzac Day. Saturday. It's going to be a normal Saturday for me. You got something happening? Safa, hello. Family dog. Bolted. Almost died. Woof. Geez, what the hell is that about, man? That's what the diggers would want for you, Charlie. Saturday morning sex. That's why the diggers fought, so we could have weekend morning sex. Safi, okay, you missed it. I am drinking Mandalorian Galactic Lemonade Mystery Flavor. Zero sugar. So your dog got out the front gate. What, did almost get run over or something? Hell yes, Charlie. Fight for what you believe in. And I truly believe the diggers fought for our right to have weekend morning sex. Yeah, well, there are a whole bunch of soft drink tie-ins. There's bound to be other confectionery tie-ins as well. It's actually not bad. Very lolly-ish flavor, which is somewhat predictable. So, yeah, I think it's just so good. Is it meant to be a joke, or are they fucking idiots at the company that made this? Galactic Lemonade. Like, hey, are you 8 years old? I haven't had a May Star Wars movie since Solo, which was a massive fucking mistake. Ray's thinking more barbecue and a service. Charlie's at the bar. Yeah. I know, right? And yes, after I had a haircut today, in fact. It's like I didn't have any meetings after lunch. I was in the city. So after lunch, I thought, okay, I'm going to walk around to my barber. And if there's people waiting, I won't get my hair cut. If there aren't, I will. And I went there and my barber was just like sitting in the chair. And he went, hey, mate, So thanks, Retro. Was the CBD? I didn't venture far in the CBD. Fucking trains were busy though, busier than I'm used to with the free public transport. Yes, okay, that's a real show of respect, Charlie. Humming the last post while fucking. Yes, we're going to have free public transport in Victoria through May, and then half price for the rest of the year. Oh god, I fucking loved it. The Liberal Party's fucking flailing and just going, "Oh, they're trying to say it's a good thing, but not everyone takes public transport, so not everyone will benefit." Get fucked. Like doing as like school holidays, there's so many people taking the train, like twice as many as I'm used to. Loogie, great turtle of the hill, what's thy wisdom? Patient hunter gets the carrot. Okay. Safi, yes, Mrs. Angry likes my haircut. Thank you. Race, you want to have the ability to last long enough to do the last post? Honestly, sounds like a boner killer to me. But the longest song, the American national anthem. No, Safa, these are the glasses I've had for a while. And they remind me of 70s glasses as well. But the haircut maybe makes the shape of my head look different, which maybe makes the shape of the glasses look different. What was funny, is when I first got these, one of my co-workers thought I'd had a haircut. And I was going, that's not what's changed. Celtic, I've probably played 2-Up. Charlie, you missed the long hair. The long hair experiment was fun. Like, just gradually growing my hair out over 5-6 years. But I'm happy with shorter hair at the moment. I love that. Raise Charlie's rendition of the last post is the bed post. No, we haven't talked about the fact Tim, what's his name, resigned as CEO of Apple after being CEO for 15 years after fuckhead died. Celtic, you missed the coloured hair. Like, I honestly am tempted occasionally to dye my hair. 2-Up's not legal on Anzac Day, Safa. Cops tend not to prosecute it. And some Australian casinos have actually had 2-Up things because casinos can do whatever fucking gambling they like. And I don't mean on Anzac Day. I remember going to the casino in Sydney and they did have a 2-Up thing. So I don't want to say anything negative, Safa, but no, you are actually categorically wrong. Anzac 2-Up is not legal on Anzac Day. Just doing it like in the street stuff, it is not legal, but cops tend not to prosecute anything. And it's legal anytime that a casino wants to do it. Loogie, you refuse to cut your hair ever again. Become vacant. Nice. Richard, you got to cut and color yourself. Don't feed yourself with grey hair. Yeah, it's like COVID. Everything changed with COVID. Raise. You're saying casinos are in their own world. Stay away from them. Almost sure they're above the law. Well, they can literally run whatever fucking gambling they like. I think. So be careful in Vegas, man. That De Niro movie, Casino, is a fucking documentary. If Vegas casinos think you're fucking with them, they will fuck your shit up. Wild. Stuffy beard slowly turning white. I actually saw my first grey hairs and there was only a few, but I saw a few in my late 20s. And But I was dyeing my hair since my late 20s. And so, yeah, all through the first 15 years on YouTube. And it's so funny when someone else is for you aged. I went, yeah, well, you were taken in by supermarket hair dye. I mean, it's illegal because I am old. Humans are very easily fooled. Like if I colored my hair again, people would think I was younger than I am. It was the Queen's real birthday today, not the public holiday thing. I didn't notice that. She would have turned 100. Didn't quite live as long as her mum. But yes. The Windsors, or as their real name, Schicklgruber, or Saxe-Gottberg, whatever their German name is. Retro, you were 26. You found your first grey hair. Yeah, they do multiply, man. It doesn't stay one or two. It multiplies. The king left a touching word. Inbred sausage-fingered motherfucker. Little Betty Schicklgruber's mum she lived past 100 anyway. But it's a pretty good innings, really. And I'm not sure about, the Queen Mother as she was known, but the Queen seemed fairly together in the years leading up to her death. Unlike her husband, Phil the Greek. It was like Weekend at Bernie's with that motherfucker. He was like a walking corpse for at least 5 or 10 years. The pictures of him were just like, Jesus. Yeah, the British royal family is actually German. Trump, real name Drumpf, is German ancestry. Yes. It's like one of my favorite Blackadder jokes from the second season, I think, or third. Prince George, and Hugh Laurie just plays him as just the most outrageous fop, and says something to Blackadder about, we won't let this get us down. After all, we're British. And he walks away. Blackadder goes, you're not, you're German. And his dad, King George, was full on German and also insane. Actually, he had a medical condition that fucking turned his brain to jelly. Somewhat like Donald Trump, honestly. It always cracks me up. I was able to do when House was a really big hit in the US, and American audiences did not know Hugh Laurie's history, and they kind of thought he was American. But the crusty old House, then playing some of his early comedy stuff where he's so foppish. It was hilarious. No, Hugh Laurie's American, not Aussie, Safa. I have no idea if Trump's dad has Alzheimer's. He had like a cancer removed from his cheek that made him look like a weird fucking zombie. Charlie, Prince George quote, the girls are like, gotta be lovers, laughers, dancers, like bonkers. I do have a soft spot for the Blackadder series. Not the first season is so fucking weird. Like it's not funny. Brian Blessed is in it, that's so, but then Ben Elton came in for the second series, and it just got so much funnier. But yes, it was fun tripping out Americans by showing them Hugh Laurie's early comedy stuff where he was really foppish and they were like, fucking what? That's not the same guy. That's what they say in the classics. Dr. Abigail, Rome wasn't built in a day. Jay Blackadder, back and forth. One of the first DVDs you ever bought. Nice. Neither was Romulus. I couldn't avoid the Romulus joke because, again, the legend, Romulus and Remus founded Rome, and the Romulan characters in Star Trek named after that. Easy to confuse them. But I couldn't have. Okay. What is the time? Just go. Okay. Still relatively early. Only 9. Okay. Okay. I'm going to make the other death and thing. I'm going to decide. Wicked Kiss is pretty good. Strong with a bit of bite. The other one's a rum one. Where is it? Puerto Rican. I think it was this one, actually. Puerto Rican Risa. Oh, God, this is another Diamondback. What are the fucking odds, actually? No, Widow's Kiss. Okay, what the fuck am I on about? Jesus Christ. So this is rum, a little bit of apple brandy, a little bit of yellow chartreuse, sugar syrup, and bitters. All right. Gonna do this one. Then decide which one. Yes, after they kind of were werewolves. So we go to Indian. I had spaghetti and meatballs in a tomato sauce, doing the old light and easy shenanigans. Okay. Romulus. I'm doing Romulus now. What rum will I use is the question. You know what? Fuck it. My favorite. Sipping rum, the Diplomatico. Rum. Let's go with some rum. Little bit of rum, some. What are we doing down here? Little bit of apple brandy. All right. And a very little bit of sugar syrup. Bless you, Bob. See, Livy? Man, I spilled so much here. Man, I fucking love that. Scant ½ ounce of yellow chartreuse. Some more glug glug ASMR. A little bit of a light pour of yellow chartreuse. And what bitters do we put in here? Peychaus. Is it just one dash? One dash of Peychaus. Dash is fucked. All right. Stir. I do have a Support Zombies ribbon. Madam Butterfly sent me that like 10 years ago. Sent this Halloween box. A lot of American Candy. My kids fucking loved it. Milky Cohen, hello. Thank you. Like a stream, let's get hammered. I am trying another cocktail from the Death & Co book called the Puerto Rican Risa. Not altogether sure why. Do I have Puerto Rican rum? I think I might. Oh no, it's been there. You don't always see it because I'm usually sitting in front of it. Fuck, that's really good too. It's probably got less kick than the other one. Okay, I actually just need to look and see if I've got a Puerto Rican rum. I have lots of Caribbean rums. I think this is Nicaraguan. Venezuela. Perbero. It's another Venezuelan rum. Okay. Cuban. Jamaican. Where does Flor de Caña come from? Nicaragua. Where does El Dorado come from? Demerara? Guyana. Don't think I have any Puerto Rican rum. Australian. Quite a few Australian rums. All right, I got a Mexican rum. I do not have a Puerto Rican rum. It's probably why it's called the Puerto Rican Risa. The rum they use is Puerto Rican. Ron del Brio. Yeah, it's probably a Puerto Rican rum. Which I don't have. I mean, what else do I have here? I got the Support Zombies magnet. I remember this. I used to have it 2020. I don't even know who sent me this. Someone sent me this, and they didn't say who they were. From the Shovel, the Australian satire site. After careful consideration, we've decided it's no longer in the best interest of everyone to proceed with 2020. While we recognise a lot of hard work has gone into preparing for 2020, for honest, it turned out to be a bit of a shit show, and we feel it best just to call it off. We understand some of you are looking forward to seeing what cruel and unusual clusterfuck of a disaster 2020 would throw up next. But on balance, we believe it's probably best not to find out. We will instead provide ticket holders with a full refund or exchange, start afresh with 2021 on Monday. Our plan is to deliver a more enjoyable year, similar to, say, 2016, when everyone thought it was the absolute worst at the time, but in retrospect was a fucking walk in the park. See you next year. 2021 was not a big improvement on 2020, honestly. Thank you, Milky Cohen. I'll try hard. Sorry, Milky Cohen asking the big questions. Have I ever passed out on stream? Not on camera. In the depths of COVID lockdowns, when I maybe drank a bit too much, twice, I think within 1 month, I did actually wander off. And I went into the next room, like the lounge room, where I have an extremely comfy lounge, and I wandered off without saying anything, and the stream was still running, and I just wandered off and sat on the lounge and went, this is comfortable, and then lost consciousness for an hour or two. Dr. Abias does sound like something you would say. Yeah, Milky Cohen, it was dodgy AF, honestly. Oh god, yeah, Loogie, Blog TV back in the day. That was like, god, that was over 10 years ago. 10 to 15 years ago I was doing Blog TV. You know what? That's smoother. The Puerto Rican racer is smoother, more of a crowd pleaser. But fuck it, I reckon I'm going to go for the one with more bite. High proof rye whiskey, Wicked Kiss. That had some fucking kick, that one. Yeah, okay. The Bible video is going to be Wicked Kiss. And did the Lord say, thou shalt enjoy a wicked kiss? For the kiss to be wicked, one must use a high proof rye whiskey. Celtic, no. Fuck no. Straight vodka's better than flavored vodka. Flavored vodka is for getting white girl wasted, which I do, honestly. I would flavor my own vodka in that. The thing vodka's good for is carrying other flavors. It's an alcohol delivery system, basically. It has no character of its own, but you can combine it with things that do have flavor. So, yeah, I would not get a flavored vodka. I might get vodka and flavor it myself, though. Much as I did with the tequila. You know, tequila has a great flavor on its own. But now oh man, I've got to do a fucking label for the tequila. Shit. What's the date today? It's the 21st. Okay. Got to do a label so I don't forget what's in there. Okay, so we say tequila. Tequila. And we put that in April 21. We print a little label so I don't forget. No, Safa, if I do a book video, I usually do it on Friday. And I didn't do one last week, but I had the idea of using that big black book like a Bible and doing a sermon. But I wasn't ready to do it last week, and I didn't want to rush it, so I didn't. But now I know what I'm going to do. A reading from the Gospel according to Death & Co. It'll be the Prophet Phil Ward. Okay, this. You think this is a priest haircut? I'm okay there. Sorry, Milky Con. Let me see. What did you say? Sorry, I got to look. Girlfriend. No. Domestic violence is not a joking matter. No one's saying it wasn't me, it was the vodka. No, that's not good. So I'm going to script this properly, but look, I'll improv it. This is the sort of thing I'll say, because this looks like the Bible. Manabottle, you like vodka, flavored vodka? Oh God, Everclear, for fuck's sake! We can't even get that in Australia. It's diabolical, Everclear. Although there's multiple strengths of Everclear, from what I've seen, between 70 and 95%. Right. So this is the thing I go, and now a reading from the Gospel according to Death & Co. And lo, did the prophet Phil Ward come down from on high, and verily did he say, wait, I've lost the fucking page. That is not the one I was doing. Oh, there it is, Wicked Kiss. Well, maybe there's something on there. Verily did the prophet Phil Ward come down in 2007 and say, lo, should we have a riff on the widow's kiss? And yes, it shall have a mix In the mix shall be high proof rye whiskey. Also shall be in the mix apple brandy. For accent and flavor, we shall include chartreuse and Benedictine, and just one dash of bitters. Strain into a coupe with no garnish. Into a chilled coupe shall the drink be poured, no garnish shall slight it. What's in here that I had this one bookmarked? Lilywhacker, brandy, vermouth, cognac, Punta Mez, sherry. No, it wouldn't be that. Little Sparrow, Calvados, apple brandy. No. Martika, cognac, rum, vermouth. Sade's Taboo, named after the singer. Cognac, Coca Americano, sweet vermouth, bitters. Sidewinder, cognac, apple brandy. Benedictine, yellow chartreuse, absinthe, Peychaud's. Fuck, I bet I like that. I bet I fucking like that. Soul Clench, Pisco, vermouth. Pamplemousse, Saint-Germain, Falernum. Widow's Laurel, Calvados, Drambuie, sweet vermouth. Allspice, Sweet Hereafter. Pisco, Americano, vermouth. I have to try the Sidewinder on Thursday night. Maybe I'll do that. Yes, 3 would be way out. 1 shall be the counting of the dashes of bitters. I had that. I was going to go with the 2 ounces of something. 2 ounces of spirit shall be in the cocktail. 1 shall not be the count, unless one is on the way to counting 2 ounces. 3 is right out. But a butterfly. Forget drunk history. Drunk church. Yeah, I'm going to be the drunk pastor. I got a whole thing. I'm going to put a white shirt on backwards so I've got the color and wear a suit jacket and be a preacher. 2 shall be the ounces of spirit in the cocktail. 1 shall not be the count unless it is on the way to 2. 3 is right out. And then to go another one like, then did they drink of the cocktail and say, oh, this is terrific. Oh, this is fantastic. Kelsey, Church of the Angry Cocktail. Hell yes, definitely. So I'm literally just stealing a fuckload of Monty Python lines. And I'll script it before Friday. But yeah, so it's 2 things. There's one, it's from one of the Monty Python albums. There was a reading from a book, and I forget what it is, but that's where the line about oh, this is terrific, oh, this is fantastic comes from. So I just need the final thing. I think on Thursday I will make not the Wicked Kiss. I will make the Sidewinder. Cognac, apple brandy, Benedictine, yellow chartreuse, dash of absinthe, dash of Peychaud. God damn it. I'm really tempted to make it tonight, but no, let's not get completely fucked up tonight. Let's have some fucking modicum of decorum. And no, I didn't drop off for that. I was kind of thinking of trying to set up with Dr. Abigail today because my afternoon was free. But there's just other shit happening today. Kelsey, did you just literally look up domain sites so you could get Church of the Angry Cocktail? I'm sure you could get it. Oh, Damn, you know the one I'm talking about, Charlie. Martyrdom of St. Victor. Yes. And entered they together the jacuzzi. Here endeth the lesson. Dr. Area today would have been ideal. Tomorrow the rest of the week is bad. No, I'm not going to be over your way for the rest of the week. Yeah, look, honestly, if I was a more together person, I would have organized with you today. Charlie, you had 2 Monty Python albums. Yeah, it was on one of the ones I had. I don't remember how many I have, 2 or 3. I don't have a lot of Monty Python albums. I have 2 or 3. Just talking about Monty Python is just reminding me of how fucking embarrassing John Cleese is these days. He's just being a reactionary old fuckwit and saying really stupid, nonsensical shit like he's just being a fucking anti-Muslim bigot and just repeating the most stereotypical bullshit lines and just going like, other religions don't persecute people. And he went so far as to say they didn't get hassled for Life of Brian, and they fucking did. Like, you can see the videos on YouTube where people are trying to get the movie banned and saying it's blasphemy, and it's just like, oh, this is fucking cringe, dude. So, Charlie, yeah, Monty Python sings and the contractual obligation. The martyrdom one's on the contractual obligation, isn't it? I know I've got another Monty Python album, which is a fun title. It's just like some ridiculous Christmas thing, and it's just scribbled out and it's like another Monty Python album on it. Celtic, you're not tempted. Angry has huge puzzles. Cool. Do you know I own angryaussie.com, in fact. And I think I've got a redirect to my WordPress blog, which I've just been using to write scripts for the videos. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, no one, there was a period like pre-YouTube where I had a decent following on my WordPress blog, but then I didn't do anything on it for years. And I'm not trying to get an audience for it. I'm just using it as a thing to write scripts in. So, but if I'm angry, Aussie.com, is the redirect working? It is. It redirects to my WordPress. Nice. I did it right. And I changed it to Angry Aussie's Cocktail Bar. And yeah, it's cool. So there you go. Charlie, the 15 days did Victor withstand the maidens. On the 16th day, he cried out, "Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, this is terrific." Manabel, you wonder if you get a shirt saying you attended the Church of Latter Day Saints. How many friends we get from churchgoers? Well, okay. Of course, the Church of Latter Day Saints is a weird freak fringe thing that more established Christian churches frown upon. So they might not even get it, but I actually think you could probably do a really good design of a beer label of Church of Latter Day Saints. Because alcohol has long been associated with Christian religions in particular. All the things made by monks, chartreuse, Benedictine. In Scotland, they have Buckfast, which is a bizarrely strong fortified wine, I think. So yes, Charlie, you've got it. I am definitely stealing stuff from the Martyrdom of St. Victor. Yes, Celtic. Who cares if we offend Mormons, though? The Ralph Wiggum of Christianity. I'm thinking of using the line, entered they together the jacuzzi. And lo did the prophet Phil Ward look upon his cocktail and smile and passed it around the bar. And together they entered the jacuzzi. Here endeth the lesson. I'll script that over the next couple of days. I'm definitely going to record it on Friday. I do like really talk up how much this looks like a Bible, and it is like the Bible. It's such a great fucking book, though. It's not just cocktail recipes. It's all the stuff like how to read and enjoy this book. There are plenty of great cocktail books, old and new, filled with pages of recipes, carefully researched historical references. When we set out to write our own, we realized very few bar books actually teach readers how to make and create tasty, well-balanced cocktail and explain why certain tools, ingredients, and techniques are best for a given drink. This has stuff about their whole ethos as a bar, all the tools you need, how you should stock a bar, how to name cocktails, how to use different components. Like only half the book is cocktail recipes. The other half is the spirit and the ethos of Death and Co. It's such a good book. Mrs. Angry owes me one for my birthday, actually. We might go and get it. They've got a couple books. There's one they published like during COVID called Welcome Home, about how everyone was making cocktails at home to tell people. Celtic, you went to get Mormonism, the Ralph Wiggum of Christianity turned into a... You can do it. But it absolutely is. Mormonism is the Ralph Wiggum of Christianity. So, Charlie, casual clothes. Talk to the camera. Oh yeah, no. I'll start off. The lead-in will just be like me in one of my cocktail shirts. But I thought, and then a sermon, and I'll switch to the preacher character. Now for the preacher. Here. And a reading from the Gospel according to Death and Co. So I think I'm either going to make The Wicked Kiss, which is Phil Ward, which is one of our key people, or actually, so it's going to be Phil Ward, who is, he's such an influential person from the early days of Death and Co. So we go, and lo, did the prophet Phil Ward speak to the people? Mrs. Angry owes me a bar. She owes me a book. Honey, rent a smoke machine. My editing software, I can actually fake smoke. I want to do one where I open the book and it's like light shines up in my face. I can do that with my editing software. Like open it and have a thing go, no, and just everything goes really bright white. Old Ironsides, Blackstrap Rum, Scarlet Ibis Rum, Cruising. Blackstrap Rum's not a real thing. Rum and sweet vermouth and amaretto and bitters. All right, I think it's definitely going to be a Phil Ward recipe. So it'll be the prophet Phil Ward talking to people, but we'll see how it plays out. You stumped for a meme. Okay. So Charlie, you literally want any meme video. So asking everyone for a suggestion. So Charlie's editing the Laserdisc one. What's everyone's favorite meme video? Actually, you know what I want? Marge Simpson Astro Lemonade, I think. Let me see if I can make this happen. Marge Simpson Astro Lemonade. Yes, this is the thing. Okay. I'll do it. This should be fine. Needs a part 2. Doing damn Daniel. Okay, well, this is one I'm quoting today. I'll do it little so I don't get in trouble. This one was what I was talking about.
Really like to thank you nerds for helping me out.
Colin, could you stop calling us nerds?
Dweeb, wonk, spaz, it's all good.
Who wants some Astro Lemonade?
What precisely makes it Astro?
Astro.
Oh, okay. I didn't like that. I wanted just the straight one with Marge saying she didn't want it to be a whole thing. This one. Ugh. Why did someone do that dumb fucking thing? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get the thing without the thing. Okay, that's it. Okay. This is the one I want. An old dude, something a lot of people would know. Not current. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna see this is the one I want. If we get past Nelson, I'll just do this. It's just after this.
Who wants some Astro Lemonade?
What precisely makes it Astro?
Look, I don't want to start a whole thing with this.
That's the one you got to do, Charlie. It's a whole thing. I don't want to start a whole thing. That's the one. That's got to go in. Astro Lemonade. What precisely makes it Astro? Look, I don't want to start a whole thing with this. Yeah. No, you got to do, because it's a whole thing. It's not a whole. March doesn't want to make it a whole thing. I do want to make it a whole thing. It's a whole thing with me. Marge doesn't want a whole thing. I do want a whole thing. That's where Marge and I are different. Sorry, it's just stupid things amuse me. It's a whole thing. Oh my God. Okay, now I want to search on YouTube for It's a Whole Thing. What comes up on YouTube if you search that? There's a podcast called It's a Whole Thing. The Whole Thing, I think it's sick. So that's from 1973. What's that? Okay, it's just gone into Moby, but it's called I Like to Die. That's a whole thing, apparently. Okay, so there's something from 1973. I want to see what this is. Okay, honestly, this is a pretty good one, Charlie. I'm going to share it here. And we'll do this so I don't get too fucking busted from it.
Like they think it's right to murder. They want to murder. Look at all the people, and they get a kick out of it. A sexual kick out of it. The whole thing, I think it's sick. I mean, I don't know.
They get a sexual kick out of it. It's a whole thing. That's a good one. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a whole thing. I'm just thinking of what to do. That keeps popping up on YouTube if you search for It's a Whole Thing. Lots of versions of that. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Is there any other good It's a Whole Thing clips on YouTube? No, not so much. Okay. Charlie, what did you put on Discord? Okay, so this is really weird to me. So Charlie shared this on the Discord. Okay, so the thumbnail for this one is clearly from the early days of AI because they can't do letters. But this is me, so I can do it bigger. Oh, no, stop it. All right. And it's a whole thing. Super juice is freaking fantastic. So I made some acid-adjusted blood orange super juice. So I'm going mad with this. So yes. I was like, that's a kind of crazy phrase. I made some acid-adjusted blood orange super juice. It's a whole thing, Maxine. Definitely Dr. Abigail. Oh yeah, Rays. I was seeing all the InfoWars logo. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, okay, so Alex Jones, stinking piece of shit, lost a court case where he owed like $1 billion to the Sandy Hook families for all his fuckery. And he declared bankruptcy, and the court said, well, you have to sell your assets. And so he was selling InfoWars, and the people behind The Onion theoretically bought it. And there's been sort of court cases going on for a year or two. But they were announcing today that, yeah, they've got the rights to relaunch InfoWars with The Onion. And I did see the... I did see the logos. Actually, let's see. I'll just go to theonion.com. Yeah, okay. So this is on their website at the moment. Alex Jones is kind of fucking losing his shit about it. And he says it's not a thing. But you can see they've redone InfoWars with The Onion as the logo on there. At long last, InfoWars is ours. Bryce P. Tetrader, CEO of Global Tetrahedron. So you can get InfoWars merch. InfoWars tote bag with the O as the Onion logo. I know fucking Alex Jones is losing his shit over this, but he is a fucking garbage human. He's a piece of shit. Man and both, you gotta get out of bed, get ready for that. Oh no! Oh no! That's awful. Doing 9:42. Okay. God, I don't want to fucking get out of bed in the morning. Look, okay, the only reason if I do get out of bed early and go into the fucking city tomorrow, it's to get a really expensive lunch at Le Vieux Monde. If I get up and I go in the city and I go to this lunch, which it's a whole thing, I will take pictures of the expensive food and the view from Le Vieux Monde, and I'll post it on the Discord, and we can talk about it on Thursday. You like the rainbow bag rays? Chemicals in the waters are turning the logo gay. So yeah, I'm going to an executive presentation about cybersecurity and resilience, and it is actually relevant to my work, but it's like a fucking swish lunch. It's probably only snacks, not like a whole lunch, but at Le Vieux Monde, honestly. So I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures of both the food and the view, and share them on the Discord and maybe talk about it on Thursday night. So what can we do? What's going on here? Just kind of it's strange. I'm gonna check all this out. Man, that's actually it's a little bit okay. I want to taste what this is like. My fruity spiced tequila liqueur, which I'm now barrel aging for at least a week or two, if not a month. Charlie, you're super fucking inspired. That's what I like to hear. Raise. Ask your boss if you can get a raise. Otherwise, they're a meme. It's like a threat. Better get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be around for much longer. And it's much earlier in the evening for you, Charlie, so you still have productive time ahead of you. Me, I'm going to fucking bed. Geez, I might have left that in. The cooking spices too long. It's got a bit of bite to it. But if I leave it in the barrel for a couple of weeks, that might mellow it. We'll see. I'll taste it in a week and then in 2 weeks and decide. Charlie, when you're editing, really going at it around this time, go to 2 a.m. Dude, if that's your thing, do your thing, my brother. So my thing, the next couple of days, will be scripting my cocktail sermon. Like I said, I reckon I've got at least 75% of it on my head. I just need to type it out. Your brain's a bit looser over the next few hours. All right. Good luck to you, my brother. Sometime in the next few days, I will script the thing, and I will be doing the sermon video on Friday night. I'm going to do the intro just as I normally would with stuff. And the thing is, normally I talk about putting stuff in my book, but I've got this book. Look at it. It looks like a Bible. So I almost feel like I should do this as a sermon. What if I was a cocktail preacher and then just go, Raise America is amazing. Can't wait to move. I'm glad it's fucking working for you, dude. Yeah, but this is why I love talking about stuff that I'm going to do in a video. Scripting it is that much better. I can kind of freeform, but scripting it is better, definitely. Madam Butterfly, you're going to internally cry. Catch you on Thursday. Yeah, I hope you're okay and work the next couple of days, Madam Butterfly. Yeah, okay. So I'm hoping that fruity spiced tequila liqueur mellows in the barrel over a month or two. I'm going to leave it for at least a month. We shall see. Give it a few tastes. Actually, interesting question, Safa. Ray's was physically not that far away from Madam Butterfly in the US, down in the South. But I think the answer, I could be wrong, but I think the answer is no, Shafa. I think Ray's was fully committed with all the things he was doing. Oh, what a thing. What's that? Well, besides the boys in your class being little perverts, because working with the kids, you got littlies and they're perverts. Oh, that sums boys up, really, doesn't it? Honestly. Oh, what a it's like, you're working with little kids. They're all perverts. Okay. Can't really contradict you, Madam Butterfly, honestly. Raise maybe one day. Yeah, I mean, if you actually permanently move there, Madam Butterfly's not that far away. Got to get a MAGA hat. Charlie sent me a my look, without a doubt, my favorite thing about the MAGA hat Charlie sent me, it's a baseball cap with the adjustable thing. My favorite thing is definitely my stupid bonce is so big, this doesn't fit me. Even if the thing at the back is it still doesn't fit me. My head is so stupidly big, quite honestly. A boy tried to touch your tits. And he admitted he was trying to. Oh my God. Well, all I can say, Rays, is your head isn't as much of a boof head as mine is. I was going to say it's embarrassing. I'm not even embarrassed. I just accept the fact I have a massive boof head. It runs in my family. And even in my family, I think I maybe have the biggest head. It's fucking ridiculous. I have to go to specialty hat shops to get a hat big enough to fit my head, which I do have. I do have hats big enough to fit my head. Yeah, so is it a big brain or is it a thick skull? That's the question. But it is an absurdly oversized noggin that I have. There is no getting around it. My head is bizarre and oversized. Thankfully, I know where to go to get it. I don't need any more hats. I have a couple of hats that fit my head. It's the same boy that hit you on the ass. Oh dear. He sounds like a worry. Rays, you've got so many. You see, you've got scars and dents. I've just got a really big head, Rays. Just, just admitting it, embracing the horror. I have a circus freak level big head. Heidi, you're side by side with me. Oh, I swear to God. Okay, so Heidi, as a laugh, because I was joking with people at my workplace, my head's big, and they go, "Is it really?" And so I brought in one of my hats one day. So my hat is sitting on my head, like a normal hat thing for me. And then I passed it to someone else, said, "Put it on." And a normal human puts my hat on and it just goes like dunk and sits down to here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, Safi, you've got a normal sized head. I've got a stupid oversized head. And again, the people at my workplace, they were blown away. They're like, I'd put this hat on and it just seemed to be sitting normally on my head. Then a normal human would put my hat on and it sort of goes dunk and just falls right good because I just have a stupidly large head. But normal hat shops will have hats that go up to about 60 or 62 centimeters circumference. I need 64. Safi, you reckon I look 10 years younger with the haircut? Maybe I should color it as well to really look 10 years younger. But I'm not going to. I can't be bothered coloring my hair again. I just embrace the fact I'm fucking old. Charlie was saying he missed the long hair. I was like, the long hair was fun. It was an experiment. Now when I look at the videos of when my hair was quite long, it's like, oh, that's quite weird. Me with long hair is quite weird. And I do think I do look older. Kinky Karma, hello there. You've caught me just before I go to bed. How are you? And I'm assuming the love hearts are you love the stream. And so I'm on board with that. Oof, but I'm legit going to raise. Oh, God, YouTube's censoring you again? You got 3 scars, 2 dents, a brick scar, a pipe scar from the window when your head tried to beat your cousin's head. Jesus Christ. I I've got a scar right on the crown of my head for when I got hit by a discus when I was in high school. But I have not lived the degree of colourful life that you have, my brother. So I do not have that many scars. I have rather pristine skin. So if you got a chest scar, I've got a scar on my little finger from the surgery, but it doesn't even look that weird. Like you look at them together, it doesn't look that weird anymore. But if you look at it really closely, it's got a scar going around. But yeah. That's the thing, Safra. I think my big head protected me. I'd be dead if I had a normal head. Rose, you got a graze from a pew. So you had some misadventure in a church? Is that what's going on? Or is that metaphorical pew, like being shot at pew pew? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's a whole thing. I legit can't. Oh, right. It was pew pew. Yeah, no. That's what I thought you were being. You probably don't mean a church pew. I actually thought you meant pew pew. No, pew pew. He got that in Footscray at a guess. Our boy has had a lot of adventures. Hung out with some very colourful characters. It was Altona. Okay. Was it 20 years ago? Was it 10 years ago? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Race is not going to comment. Don't comment. No, don't do anything that might give you away of any fucking criminal misadventures. None of us are admitting to anything. Oh my god. Because I was thinking, like, okay, when I first moved to Melbourne, which holy shit is bordering on, God, it's not that far off 30 years ago. You think it was Pat who did the pew pew on you, Race? I mean, like, maybe. We all know he does stuff. Holy shit, when I moved to Footscray in the late 90s, like I think it was 98, so we're fucking, it's getting up there. Geez, Footscray was the fucking Wild West then. Like there's the market. I don't even know if the market is still there. But it is in this old building near fucking train station. And it was like, you know, Asian grocery market, you get good shit. But there were dudes there just openly selling H. They're really quite aggressively trying to sell you the droogs when you were there. I think it's calmed down more recently, but Jesus, 25, 30 years ago was a different thing. Ray's Footscray was simple. Mind your business, you'll be fine. Yeah, I legit, while this crazy shit was happening, I never had any problems in Footscray. Someone got murdered in the servo at the corner from where I lived, like half a block away from where I lived. But nothing bad ever happened to me. But yeah, if you went to the markets in the 90s or the early 2000s, the whole thing. Again, Rays, I thoroughly agree because I lived in Sunshine for a while. Real misnomer of a name for a suburb. There ain't no sunshine there. Okay, I'm going to retell one of my favorite stories just before I go to bed. Because Sunshine has a terrible, deserved reputation for just horrible violence and boganish shit. One time, I was getting some takeaway from a place in Sunshine. And there's a whole bunch of different people. But there's this one guy who was like a very stereotype Sunshine guy, very bogan, sort of white guy, tats and whatnot. And he's got his lad with him, a little tacker, like less than 10 years old. And he was being like a good dad, like a doting dad and all this stuff. And I was waiting for my takeaway saying, see, people would look at this guy and they would judge him. And look how good he is with the kid there. Like, you know, fuck people who want to judge someone from Sunshine. And then what happened before I left, this guy's with this little kid and he says, like the kid won't go, like, and he's all, we're going. And I swear he said to the kid, like, come on, get out of here. Or we get home, I'll cut your fucking dog's head off. I was like, what? This is guy saying to a kid who's less than 10 years old, if you don't do what I tell you, I'll cut your fucking dog's head off. Like, holy shit. Like, I'd had a few minutes of thinking, like, look at this guy working against the stereotypes. He's been a good dad. He's been really doting on this little fella. And he was. But just this line, yell the car, I'll cut your fucking dog's head off. Oh, my God. Raze, what's your take? Sunshine. Some of the most dangerous humans you've ever met in your life. It's a different breed. If you can survive Sunshine, you spend the remaining part of your life in therapy. I lived in Sunshine for a year or two. It's like, but yeah, just this guy saying to his kid, do what I say or I'll cut your fucking dog's head off. I was like, oh, okay. God damn. That's a whole thing. So, yeah. Sunshine. Ain't no sunshine anymore. I'm going to eat these cherries and go to bed, quite honestly. Oh, God, Honey, Werribee's fucking tame. I don't know Broadmeadows very well. Good night, Dr. Abigail. Rose, you remember a local got mad. The kid got caught by the cops. So beating up his kid. Yeah, no. Oh. There is definitely some fucked up shit in Sunshine. Like I said, having lived there for a year or two. I love those cherries so much. Yum. All right, y'all take care. I am going sleepy, berbers. Thank you, Safa. All things being equal, be back on Thursday night. Whatever happens, you all take care. I'll see you another time, and bye for now.
You are totally fucked!